Hey, what's up guys, it is Saintsfan, and today what I want to do is show off the 5 unreleased vehicles that are in the game files that are probably going to come out over the next few weeks and show all their customization and what they look like in the game so you guys have a better idea of what to expect when they do release. You're seeing here, this is the Drift Tampa. This thing is beautiful, man. I haven't even gone in the custom shop yet. Just look at this thing. Anyway, this is the Drift Tampa. I don't know if it's going to be a separate vehicle or if it's going to... Los Santos is closed because I'm freaking not Michael. I don't know if it's going to be something that you bring to like Benny's or whatever with the regular Tampa and you have to upgrade it, or if it's going to be its own separate car. I'm thinking it's going to be its own separate car because it's called the Drift Tampa. Even though in the game files it's called the Tampa 2, and like all the other lowriders, they're the whatever 2 version of themselves. But anyway, regardless of that, there isn't really much customization on this car. I mean, armor, engine, brakes, none of that matters. Lights, obviously you can change those if you want. The plate, you know, that's normal. The respray, there is 2 options, which I'll get into, and that goes with the livery. But yeah, suspension, transmission, turbo, there's literally no options to customize on this car because when you buy it, I mean, you can see the customization's already there. And honestly, that's fine with me because as is, this car is freaking amazing. Now, getting into the respray options, you can see for the primary and the second, the primary is sort of like the bottom half of the car, and then the secondary here, this is the top of the car. So pretty, simple color. If I hop out here, I can show you guys the liveries though. So here's what it looks like stock, and honestly, dude, I might have to buy a few of these cars because stock looks awesome by itself. Like just the way the color looks on this car. But then we have the Rag-a-Rum livery, which looks really freaking awesome. And then the other one is the Hot Ring Racer, which, it's not bad, but I kind of like the other one a little bit more. Either way, this car is going to be freaking probably my new favorite once it does release. Also, in case anyone was wondering, here's the interior of the car. It's pretty simple. You got the back there, and here's the window and stuff. Next up, we're going to do the Cliffhanger. This is the new motorcycle coming, and I feel like they kind of took the whole motorcycle DLC video that everyone was tweeting about and talking about like a few months ago, and they're adding these bikes to sort of appeal to those people. But the customization of this one, again, not really much. Kind of like how the Gargoyle is. It does have a few liveries, which I'll show. The respray option, there's the primary and the secondary. Primary is, everything that's changing, obviously. And then secondary is the other parts. Honestly, it looks cool. I don't know, if it's a good performing bike, so I don't know if it's going to be something that if you're looking for a bike that is relatively decent in that aspect, I don't know if this is going to be the bike for you. However, it looks nice, and if I show the liveries here, you can see they're not bad either. So the 2 we have is the stunt one, which is like the red, white, and blue. You can sort of see that. And then the other one is the LTD gas, just kind of just red and blue, not white on this one. Alright, so next up, the third one, we have the Contender, and weirdly enough, this one's in the SUVs category. Not entirely sure why that's the case, but you can see, it's a freaking awesome looking truck. There isn't that much customization really at all, because you can see in just the customs menu here, there's nothing that we can really change, besides the obvious stuff. I will say it's kind of like the Tampa where what you're given just sort of looks cool by itself. It only has one primary thing, like it's not even a primary and a secondary. But if we actually get out of here and we go to the options in my mod menu here, and we go all the way down to extras, this is, I think, the only thing that you can change, and you can add the sort of back part. I don't know if that's going to be, because it's weird that's not showing up in the custom. I don't know if that's something that you just buy it with from the website or not, but that is literally the only customization, at least from what I can tell. The fourth one we have is the Lynx. This one is the new sports car, and I like the simplicity of this car. I don't know, this one does have a few customization options, as you can see. It feels like, for whatever reason, whenever they add these cars, the sports ones always have the most customization. But you can see the bumpers there, the front bumpers, the rear bumpers. There's actually quite a few here. Oh my god. See, they spent all their time working on this car, the chassis. So you have the stop or the roll cage on the inside if you choose to do that. This car reminds me of the Massacro a little bit. You have a few different exhaust options here. You can sort of kind of see them with all the freaking smoke, but normal exhaust options. Hood, there's a few different hoods. Whoa, I like this one. Scooped hood, that looks nice. Then we have, what else? Skirts, so you can put carbon skirts on the side if you want. Let's go ahead and put those on. And then there is the spoiler. There's 4 different options here. You go the mid, carbon, drift, or the GT wing. I almost like this car without a spoiler. But I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. As for the colors, if we go to Respray, there's 2 different options. There's a primary and secondary. So the primary is everything that's changing, and that's actually kind of a weird. I didn't notice that. That's kind of a weird placement for the secondary color, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'll just make this blue so we match, and then I'll show you guys the 2 liveries. So the first one is the Zero Gas, which looks really awesome on this car. I love the front part there. And then the other one is the Ocelot Racing, which I'm not a big fan of this one, to be honest, but you know, it's not horrible looking, so that's good. And then last but not least, we have this freaking monster of a truck. This is the new Pegasus vehicle that's going to be coming out. It's called the MTL Dune. And I'm going to be honest, I have no idea why this is going to be coming out. If we actually go into vehicle options and then the customs, there are 2 liveries for this car, or for this truck. There's the Globe Oil, which is kind of neat looking. And then there's the Fukuru Rally. But yeah, I really don't know why this is coming. I don't know what purpose this thing has, because if it's going to be a Pegasus vehicle, I don't know how that customization is going to work. And then, like, I just don't see the point of it, because if it is a Pegasus vehicle, what do you ever do with Pegasus vehicles? I mean, it's kind of fun to drive a little bit. I mean, it's pretty fast for a Pegasus vehicle, and it's kind of like the smaller brother to the new one that came out, the Brigade. But I don't know. As cool as this might be, let me know in the comments if you actually plan on like purchasing this thing, even if it was like super cheap, which I doubt it will be. But that is it with the video. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed and found this video helpful, and you learned some knowledge about the new cars that are going to be coming over the next few weeks. But as always, see you in the next video. Subscribe, all that stuff. And as always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace.